What is going on, everyone? How are you all doing? It's amazing to be back again. Last night was so killer, amazing, awesome. I had to celebrate. Feeling it today. Feeling the celebration. But hey, definitely a good playthrough last night. We've reached the goal. So tonight we will have our 100 subscriber giveaway. I said it last night for the daytime crew. I'll say it again here. The way it's going to work with the subscriber giveaway tonight during Final Fantasy IV, basically if you comment there, you will get an extra ticket put into the pot in which we will have our random selection taken from. Everything has already been set in order for the current subscribers to be put in said pot. You all already have a ticket in there. And tonight, after the Final Fantasy IV playthrough, I will take down all the comments, take all the extra names, put them into the pot, stir the pot up, jump back on in a separate live stream, announce the winner, and then jump back into Final Fantasy XIV, where we will also get back into some good old playthrough, and I'll also be announcing our second subscription giveaway and the penalty to do that. I told everybody last night who captured this today would get a sneak preview, or just, you know, like a sneak peek at what the next giveaway would be and the terms, and that is going to be at 250 subscribers. Yeah, instead of bumping it up to 200 or making it so way down the line at 500 or 1000, I figured making it 250 is definitely foreseeable. And of course we will have another giveaway prize, and it will be the Play Arts Ka Mini Tadas or Titus with the added chocobo, additional faces, additional swords, and additional arm. That is at 250 subscribers, everybody. That is official. Square Enix logo. Play Arts Ka Mini figure right there, everybody. So, 250 subs. Let's get it. I believe we can all do it. But enough with the subscriptions. Let's get back into the real reason we're all here, and that's Final Fantasy. Let's talk to Minfilia. Let's get back into this story. Minfilia has a new assignment for you. Thanks again, everybody. Couldn't happen without all of you, no doubt. Truly, there is no rest for the weary. Scarce had I begun to make myself at home when I received a request for assisting from Amagina and Sons Mineral Concern. It would appear that the storehouse in the Horizon has been the target of a series of covert robberies. Minor as they seem in isolation, occasional discrepancies the manifest were long dismissed as cleric errors. It was only during the concerns of annual audit that the pattern became apparent. Significant qualities of crystals, and only crystals, were missing. I need hardly to tell you what that mayhap imply. The brass blades charged with investigating the thefts believe someone within the concern is selling the crystals for profit. Alas, they have as yet been unable to identify a likely suspect. The concerns of the proprietors, actually, have grown frustrated by the lack of progress. I am fucking this up today. Needless to say, I would not have agreed to intervene had the stolen goods been merely monetary value. If there is even a possibility that the thief acts not out of self-interest but in service to a primal, we can ill afford to wait for the blades to realize their mistake. Pray depart for Horizon at your earliest convenience. Rendezvous with Y'shtola when you arrive. She and Thancred have already begun preliminary investigation. I have every confidence that the three of you will get to the bottom of these thefts. I only hope our fears prove unfounded when you do. It shall be done. Sadly, with me jumping in here late today, I won't be able to play as long as I usually would like to, but hey, it's all good. I'll be back on tonight. It feels so odd to have reached the first goal here. Hopefully we can get over this hump onto the next step. This week alone is going to be insane. I don't know what I'm going to do these few days when they're doing the patch updates. I'm going to be fiending for it. Thankfully, I've got Final Fantasy IV to kinda ease away the pain. I guess I could just fast travel to the horizon. For now, I'm gonna go ahead and get Ifrit out here, prepare for the worst to come. I'm actually gonna check something out really quick. I'm actually going to do something I probably should have done a while back. I'm going to move all of the edgy part of the night crew probably wishes they could see this, but I'm going to save it for the day crew. Not that, I mean, it is, I guess, kind of boring, so sorry guys, it's not about that. It's just the chillness. Got that chill during the day crew. I get attacked at night. But I love all the crowd. I'm just too noob for some of the night crowd, I think, sometimes. This really is an amazing community. Never thought it would get this far. At least not so quick. It's been awesome. What was I doing? Ah, yes. Shadow Flare. And I guess Ruin 2. Don't exactly know what I want to go in that last slot now. I think I'm gonna put Energy Drain back and replace Ruin 2 to the other side, maybe. What's up, Fusion? Just working out some stuff I probably should have done a long time ago. Oh, a long time ago. But hey, better late than never. Okay, now I've got 2 Shadow Flare on there. Oh yeah. There we go. That should please everybody. Hopefully tonight. It's subject to change more along the way, of course, but hey. For now, I think that'll work. Ah, Tonberry, your assistance is most welcome. I have already spoken at length with the brass blades of Rose. It's not so bad. It's just all about shifting through your commands. It can be a little confusing with the controller, but I've got myself so used to it. Trying to think to convert to the keyboard right now just seems hardcore. I think I'm gonna wait till I have the game a little bit more down pat, then try to convert over to something else. I've had so many requests to use that thing. I'll get to it though. Albeit little avail, it would seem that the thieves took great pains to conceal their activities. I could go into further detail, but your time might be better spent in conversation with Fufulupa. He is an officer charged with leading the investigation, and I would only be repeating that within which he related to me. If aught eluded my attention, mayhap it would not elude yours. Fufulupa. Oh, hello there. Tonberry, was it? Y'shtola said to expect you. Terrible business. These thefts. We have yet to confirm the quantity of crystals stolen, and I dare say it may be greater than... Ah, but never mind that. I have news to share. Short while ago, the driver of a heavily laden carriage refused to haul for inspection and broke through one of the checkpoints on Royal Allegan Sunway. Oh wow, that seems like hardcore multitasking. Kudos to your friend, Fusion. I don't know if I could actually work in controller, keyboard, and mouse. Controller and touchpad alone is pretty hardcore for me. Oh shit, I skipped part of that. Okay, let's read this. Didn't mean to skip it. Fufulupa informs you that a heavily laden carriage recently broke through a checkpoint on Royal Allegan Sunway. Convinced that it must belong to thieves, he bids you share the news with Y'shtola forthwith. A speeding carriage? That would seem curious choice for thieves of such proven cunning. Yet the Omnija do have foothold in eastern Thonalon. Think it is already afield with a unit of brass blades. I shall instruct him to take position to the east of the beastmen's encampment. Pray join him there. Eastern Thonalon. See how close we can get about traveling. I hope we have a good crowd tonight for that giveaway. It just seems like everybody's been around so long. Some people have waited a really long time, I'm sure. There's been some people right around from the start. I would love to see everybody really have an opportunity for it and make it really fair. Hopefully all that goes well. That way we can get Nimbados into play. No way, I just went the right way the first time. Oh, that never happens. I was beginning to wonder. Ah, Tonberry, for once it is you who is fashionably late. We seized the errant carriage and its excitable coachman not long ago. In all my years, I've never seen such a prodigious quantity of somnus. The blades were calling it one of the greatest. Sadly, not the coachman had no hand in the crystal thefts, and judging by my survey of their encampment, neither did the almajah. But let's discuss this in Y'shtola's presence, shall we? I'll see you back in Horizon. Oh, these are some odd ass quests. Back to Horizon. Getting close to next level. About 3/4 of the way there to 51. Tancred. Against all expectations, it would seem the Almjah are innocent of this particular spate of crimes. By all indications, they have yet to replenish the stores of crystals exhausted during their last attempt to summon Ifrit. What I can't fathom is why anyone else would go to such lengths to obtain crystals, and in such quantities. It cannot be that we are dealing with simple thieves. Their motives were profit. Why would they limit their trade to crystals alone? Plainly, we are missing something. While you think about it, while you think about what it might be, I shall inform Erangir of our progress, or lack thereof.
Now then.
Audio. Gotta love it. Here we go.
'Tis I. The situation may be more complicated than we anticipated.
Is that it? Oh, surely not.
Indeed.
Oh, shit.
There thou
Hey,
goest. Another matter requireth
go away,
thine
rude dog.
attention.
You're
A
skipping
young
good
maiden,
shit.
full
Go.
eager to... Wherefore inquirest thou of her fairness? Oh, very well. Be she damsel or devil, I shall direct her steps to Revenant's Toll. Save thine insinuations for one given to such impropriety. Thou shalt not find me amenable.
Oh, nice look at Vesper Bay.
Far across the sea from the land of Domar have we traveled. We seek audience with the ruler of these lands. Who here speaks for you?
Very curious. Very curious. Sorry about the dog skipping part of that audio. She hates the streams. New visitor. Thancred wishes to discuss how to proceed with the investigation. Any bright ideas? A solitary flash of insight? No? Well then, for what a better suggestion, I say we try picking Fufulupa's brain again. Who knows, if we work together, we may yet find something of use nestled away within it. Oh, right beside me. And what of the brass blades of the rose? Can you say for certain that none were involved? To be honest, I cannot. I have done my utmost to purge the corruption from our ranks since Captain Baldwin was brought to justice, but of those who remain, well, let's just say that there's many who once exceed their wealth. I fear the presence of a traitor would go some way to explain how the thieves' activities escaped our notice for so long. It would be most unfortunate if your fears proved well-founded, Fupulupa. Indeed, for reasons of security, the concern decided to transfer the remaining crystals stored in Horizon to another location. Their plans would be discovered the moment the brass blades are informed. Oh, that could be what she was trying to say. She probably wants to eat the controller, though. She's evil. She's definitely evil. Ah, but a shipment would surely be guarded. Would thieves as wily as ours risk the open confrontation, Wally? Mayhap not, but neither would the concerned be eager to present them with such an obvious target. Nay, they might instead elect to carry out the transfer in secret, to entrust the goods to, let us say, a lone Mikote miner, traveling without escort so as to not attract undue attention. But who? Ah, I see. Yes, the concern may well elect to do that, but to travel with so much cargo would need strenuous task indeed. And this miner would certainly need to rest upon the way, mayhap north of the bridge to Hammerlea. A fine spot for a rest. Would you not agree, Tonberry? You lie in wait to the north. I shall do the same to the south. Forgive me, my friends, but I have received new orders. I must inform my men at once. It's got a cool looking sword, almost like a scimitar. Centaur, whatever. Call me the cynic, but I would be surprised if these thieves lay down their arms and surrender. See that you come prepared to offer them some encouragement. How far is this travel? A final temptation. I thought they said way in the north. This is definitely south. You're all good, T. You're all good. I'm a bit stubborn at times. I've got my own guilty or my own weakness I'm guilty of. Definitely stubborn at times. All good, definitely. Uh-oh. That went swell. Those who live with arrows. Oh, what a disguise. Stubborn to the last. As expected, you are unharmed. A gang of sea wolf thieves. In Thonolin, no less. I suppose there's a first time for everything. Sea wolves. All of them? Aye. And all with the same taste in facial tattoos, blue in case you were wondering. Our thieves are a long way from home. Loads of thought going down. Thancred, if you'd be so good as to attend to the outstanding matters in Horizon, I have inquiries to make. To Horizon, then. Fupalupa will want to hear about your meeting with the thieves. I was looking on the Mog station last night, and I was very tempted to spend real money on a mount. I didn't do it, though. I didn't do it. So tempted. We got a lot of cool stuff on there. On behalf of the brass blades of the Rose, I thank you for your service to Horizon. Ah, but we have not been idle. While you were afield, we succeeded in identifying the traitor within our ranks. Is that so? Then by your leave, I should very much like to have a word with the fellow in private. Ah, no. I'm afraid that will not be possible. Regrettably, he, managed to subdue the unit of blades dispatched to detain him, and made his good escape. Oh, for the love of... And how did he manage that exactly? Your men have been sampling some somnus we confiscated, have they? Or was he a giant in disguise? I'm not really sure, T. Oh, okay. Which mount? Now I understand. To be honest with you, I looked at the white Magitech armor, and then the crimson Magitech armor. Those are the ones that were really getting at me. Mainly those two. They look so good. The white. No, but he was quite strong, a sea wolf. Leminson born and raised, I believe, but do not worry. We will find him. You have my word on that. Should get a new mount with the collector's edition on the Stormblood early access release as well. That'll be pretty cool. But I won't be able to use it until I'm at least in the Heavensward, though, so that should be interesting. I see. Pray keep me appraised of the developments. Yes, he's standing next to me. Understood. I fear our time together is at an end, my friend. Your services are required elsewhere. Awfully disappointing, I know, but one must follow where duties lead. You could do a quest to get Gilded Magitech armor. Oh, wow. I will be excited to do that eventually, no doubt. I'd really like to see those mounts go up. The two I've got, they're really cool, but, you know, I'd like to be a little bit, you know, different. Oh, seeing Odin's trusty steed on there also was really cool. Also put a lot of thought into that one. You might try to look a little disappointed, or do you mean to give me another one of your stoic nods? You do, don't you? Huh. Thancred has information on your next assignment. The antecedent bid me to tell you to make for Vesper Bay, where young Alphanode awaits your coming most eagerly. It was he who requested your assistance. Some commotion or incident. I'm not privy to the details. While you do whatever it is that Alphanode has planned for you, I shall endeavor to track down our traitorous brass blade, and when I do, you may rest assured that we will have our answers. To the horizon, and then, oh wait, I'm in the horizon. To Vesper Bay. So good that they moved to Mordona. Wonder how often you have to come back here later on. This place really could have used a crystal. I don't think I've stressed that enough. Maybe I have, but still yet. You are late. No matter. I know where our visitors are headed. From what I have been able to gather, this vessel belongs to a band of Dumans who seek an audience with the Sultana. You are familiar with Doma, yes? In Othard. Well, like the rest of the nations of the eastern continent, it is ruled by the Garlean Empire. Given our visitors' unannounced arrival, as well as the state of their ship, I suspect they did not leave their homeland under the best circumstances. Needless to say, I should be very interested to hear their tale. And more importantly, what they know to current state of affairs in the Empire. Such information could prove most useful. We would be fools not to pursue the opportunity, do you not think? Come with me to Ul'dah, Tonberry. Unless I am mistaken, I am rarely mistaken, we will find the Domans bickering with the Sultan Swarm on the Royal Promenade. You are uncertain of your role in the proceeding? Insurance. If our guests are not themselves Imperial agents, it seems fair to assume they may be pursued by some. And if not, who better than you to have on hand in the event of an unforeseen diplomatic incident? Besides, I do so enjoy your speaking repartee. Satisfied? Good. I shall see you in Ul'dah. To Ul'dah. I think I just have to go to Ul'dah right now. I guess I just leave it here. Sprint button. Fusion, or is that for the gilded Magitech armor? Just curious. Oh, okay. Okay. Now I understand. I'll definitely be sure to remember that. That's cool. It matters not how many times you ask, without the necessary permissions, none shall pass. Pray understand, good sir, we have not the leisure to lodge a formal petition. Time is of the essence. All I ask is that you summon your superior, allow me to plead my case. Surely you can grant us that small kindness. Away with you, and darken those doors no longer. I will not ask again. You know not what you do. I gather your pleas fell upon deaf ears. A loyal man with a cold heart, I know his kind will. I hope that you will find me more to your liking, Alphanode Livenier, at your service, a friend, which I believe makes me very nearly unique. This is part of the world at least. Few indeed are your allies in Ul'dah. Yet you will need some if you wish to endear yourselves in the wealthy and power. Full. Pray join me and my associate at the quicksand. There you may explain your situation to us, and we shall see if there is aught we can do to help. Where is the quicksand? Ah. Almost past it.
We have traveled some several thousand miles across the sea from the nation of Doma, in hopes that we might find sanctuary in these lands.
Gotta love the audio.
Sanctuary, Lady Yugiri?
Aye. Lying within Othard, Doma was under the dominion of the Garlean Empire, as I'm sure you are aware. When the War of Succession broke out in Garlemald, we espied an opportunity to free ourselves from the yoke of imperial oppression and took up arms. Only to be crushed. And so I gathered what few Domans escaped the reckoning and guided them hither to your shores.
A war of succession? Then the Emperor... Forgive me. You said that Doma was under Imperial rule, did you not?
Doma is gone. Razed to the ground as an example to the other provinces.
Oh, wow.
12 have mercy. And your people?
On a ship anchored in Vesper Bay, flying borrowed colors. Many were complicit in the rebellion, or akin to those who were. They will not come ashore until I send word that it is safe to do so.
What is up, Ingvar? Yugiri seems cool so far. Kind of the first time seeing her today, so really laying the ground here, setting a good spot up.
I sought an audience with your rulers, but was summarily refused.
Nice start with audio.
The lords of Ul'dah are not wont to entertain foreign refugees without suitable encouragement.
Mayhap I was foolish to expect otherwise, but our supplies run low and we have young ones in urgent need of care. I have seen the tents outside the gates, however. We are not the first to seek asylum, nor will we be the last.
Be that as it may, Ul'dah is no friend to Garlemald. Your tale would stir the hearts of many men and women here. The Sultana and the Syndicate will not be so easily swayed, but I shall see that you are granted an opportunity to plead your case.
This is within your power?
Well, far be it from me to boast, but I do have the ear of certain influential individuals.
He's usually not this nice. I think Alfred's got a little crush.
I am in your debt.
Lady Yugiri, forgive me for observing, but your choice of attire seems like to evoke feelings of mistrust.
Men are wont to fear the unfamiliar. We know this from experience. We seek only to spare the people of Ul'dah unnecessary disquiet.
I shall defer to your experience, then.
I thank you for your understanding.
It seems I have urgent business with the Flame General. I leave our guests in your capable hands.
Can't wait for more audio like that. That was amazing. If I may, sir, as I said earlier, we have been at sea for some several moons, and our supplies are all but spent. I have not the heart to repeat the tales of our tribulations, nor would it please you to listen to them. I think, suffice it to say, however, sacrifices have been made, though it shames me to beg for more when you have already offered so much. desperation compels me. Gentle sir, if you or your associates could spare any provisions, anything at all, it would go a long way to loosen the suffering of my people. Speak with Mamodi. Hells, why didn't you say so sooner, Tonberry? Of course I'll help. You couldn't have picked a better day. To tell the truth, a wealthy merchant and his entourage were banquet here on the morrow. See, but just sent word they can't come, meaning I've got a boatload of food stuff and no one to feed. Best of all, they paid for the lot in advance. Haha. Go and call on Frederith and Catherine at the Sapphire Avenue Exchange. Tell them I said to ship the little Prince's order to the Waking Sands. Oh, and if they argue, just show them those letters. That should set them straight. To the Sapphire Avenue Exchange. Right around the corner here. Hello, Valentine. How are you today? Well, I hope. Well, I hope indeed. She's in the business of feeding refugees now. I ain't normally one to question Mistress Mamodi's judgment, but that doesn't seem wise to me. I'll not speak for the children, but if you ask me, any man what can earn a crust deserves to go hungry. My, that's a rather odd request. Mayhap you misheard her instructions. You know, you shouldn't encourage them like this. They'll start to expect it. You mark my words. Ah. Sounds like people of America here. No handouts. Work. Always see both sides. There's two sides to everything. They didn't give you any trouble, did they? Good. Now go and tell Lady Yugiri it's all in hand. I dare not hope for such magnanimity, but much less expect it. Mistress Mamodi is a generous indeed. I shall be sure to thank her most humbly. No audio this time around. Lady Yugiri, briefed the Flame General on your situation. I think you will be pleased with his reply. We have been granted an audience. Before Sultana and the Syndicate both wish to return to the Royal Promenade at once. You have done much for us, Master Alphanode. I swear we shall return the favor. Naught is owed, Lady Yugiri, for naught has been given. The small favor fairly won with your words, and it is with words you must win the favor of the Syndicate. Then I shall choose them with care. You will be accompanying us, yes? Good. Your presence may serve to remind the Syndicate of the true meaning of philanthropy, and that nothing so unpalatable will be required of them. Assuming the Domans are willing to earn their keep, come, the Flame General awaits us on the Royal Promenade. Go to this other side. Use this Aetherite crystal here. A pleasure, Private Disciple. The others are already inside. Let's not keep them waiting. Let's hope for some audio here. Will we get it?
I, Yugiri of Doma, am honored to meet you at last, Your Grace. To mark this auspicious occasion, I should like to present to you the finest treasures our humble nation has to offer. Alas, the circumstances which have brought me here today have divested me of both time and dignity. I come before you as a pauper in direst need of aid, to request that you grant my people asylum.
I, Nanamo, 17th in the line of Ul, welcome you to our city. Be at ease, Lady Yugiri. Although I myself have heard the tale of your misfortune, I would ask that you recount it once more for the benefit of the others here present.
As you wish, Your Grace. For many years, my nation, Doma, suffered under the yoke of imperial rule, and my people yearned to be free. Thus, when a war of succession broke out in Garlemald, we sought to take advantage of the chaos and reclaim our liberty. Alas, our enemy proved less preoccupied than we had hoped, and our rebellion was put down in the most brutal fashion.
Those who survived, how many do they number?
More than 200 souls huddle within the cramped confines of our own galleon's hold. Yet this figure accounts for but one of a number of ships which escaped the purge. It is my hope that you will allow us all to dwell within your walls. Should that prove unfeasible, however, I humbly ask that you accept as many of my people as your resources allow. Pray understand, we do not beg a boon, but propose instead an arrangement. We would serve as soldiers or tradesmen until our debt is repaid.
What are the Syndicate's opinions on this matter?
I, for one, think it's a marvelous idea. Lady Yugiri and her people strike me as an industrious lot, and there are parts of the city which have yet to be fully restored. If they are willing to work, I see no reason not to let them.
This dude's what's up. He even looks cool.
The head of the Mirage Trust is not known for his generosity. He sees profit in this.
I agree. That said, these are foreign refugees. To admit them would require a formal resolution. Shall we call a vote?
The law is the law.
Lord Lolorito?
Tell me, are you blind or willfully ignorant? Even now, our streets are choked with the displaced victims of the Calamity and Alamigan refugees.
I just noticed that the lip syncing with the voice is starting to slowly get better with this. It's something I never really wanted to bring up, but it's definitely getting better the further through all of this I get. I just noticed his particularly was on point. That was nice.
They live hand to mouth, subsisting on aid provided by the immortal flames, the cost of which grows ever higher. The wealth of Ul'dah is not without limits, my friends. And need I remind you that these refugees are prone to violence and criminal activity? You have all read the reports, I think. Without homes or employment, it is only a matter of time before men grow desperate and take that which they imagine has been unjustly denied them. Yet, knowing this, you would have us swell their ranks. Mayhap you think the brass blades and the flames are not hard-pressed enough?
This guy is cold-hearted. No doubt. Oh, no kidding, T. No kidding. Especially with current ongoing things here in America. This really, really feels like it's torn into times now.
Some say the chairman of the East Aldenard Trading Company passes Gil thrice daily. This may explain how he came to be the wealthiest man in Ul'dah. Or it may simply be that he's ruthless beyond reckoning.
Evil lawless.
Surely the Sultanate can support the few hundred domins Lady Yugiri represents. That our resources have been taxed, I do not deny. But we are hardly in danger of financial collapse. I move that an exception be made.
An exception, Your Grace? I am suddenly reminded of a similar debate some years ago regarding a number of Alamigan refugees, if memory serves. What were your words that day? Yes. The law is the law. And so our visitors remained in Little Alamigo. Mayhap our wise and benevolent Sultana would be so good as to enlighten us as to which other of our laws should not be upheld.
Mind your tongue, Lolorito.
My lord, I share your concern for the welfare of our great nation, but we must endeavor to take a longer view. You know as well as I that people can be a resource still more precious than Gil.
Precious or not, they were never yet so reliable. And unlike those who frequent your establishment, I have no desire to gamble with my future.
Damn.
Ul'dah's greatest asset is, and has ever been, her material wealth. We risk this at our peril. One need only look to Teleji Adeleji's example for evidence of the danger in allowing sentiment to dictate policy. How far the vaunted Mirage have fallen, both in repute and profitability, since he began employing refugees.
How I choose to conduct my affairs is not your concern, my lord.
A proposal has been tabled. Given its urgency, I move we forego further debate and call a vote. To accept the Doman refugees or not. Those in favor, I bid you remain. Those opposed, I bid you leave.
Oh wow. Wasn't expecting all that.
that it were within my power to welcome you and your people, Lady Yugiri. As you have observed, however, my authority in such matters is regrettably limited. Without the consent of the Syndicate, I cannot act.
I understand, Your Grace, and I appreciate all that you have done on our behalf.
The nerve of the man! If that bastard had not forsaken the eastern trade route, little Alamigo would now be thriving. Oh, that you should have traveled so far under such dire circumstances, only to be refused in this manner is utterly unconscionable. Pray, accept my sincerest apologies.
Now that the Empire no longer poses an immediate threat, they see little reason to maintain the pretense of unity. The Monitorists have grown especially defiant of late. Lord Lolorito most of all. But this is neither the time nor place for that discussion.
That was amazing. Purple daw. Yellow daw. Or brown daw. Purple. Well, everyone, that was some amazing voice work. But as much as I hate to, it's 2:11 p.m. and I have to start getting ready for work, regrettably. But hey, don't worry everybody, tonight we will have the Cloudstrife plushie giveaway. It will go down. I explained it more so at the beginning of the stream. I will explain it one more time before I jump out of here. Some new changes and some things along the way. I said it last night, this was for the daytime crew here. Hopefully you can all make it tonight onto the stream. Lots of excitement will be going down, I hope. And what's going to go down is how it's going to work is I have all the subscribers' names put into a pot ready for tonight. And while I play Final Fantasy XIV tonight in stream, everybody who comments on there will actually get an extra ticket put into the pot, increasing your chances of victory or obtaining the Cloudstrife plushie. And then right after that stream, I will create another live event, let quite a bit of the crowd accumulate there. And before I actually announce a winner, I'll wait till most of the people have converted over to that video or the stream. And I will randomly select from said pot the winner of the plushie. And then also, at 250 subscribers, we're moving up the notch now. And when we reach 250 subscribers, we will have the Tidus Play Arts Ka minifigure. Tidus from Final Fantasy X with the additional arms, chocobo, faces you can switch around, additional swords, or you can leave it in the box. Brand new, Square Enix official. I'll do another breakdown video of that in time, just like I did the Cloudstrife plushie, but you all saw it first. And that was the little sneak preview for tonight. Everybody else will see it later, hours from now. You already know what to expect. So when the time comes and I have to announce it one more time, you can just disregard it and watch all the cool E3 releases or something. But all that will be later tonight, and then again later with 250 subscribers when we make that goal. When we get there, if we get there. Just wanted to keep the next goal really foreseeable and obtainable, you know. Maybe after that we can get different prizes and gifts going on and giveaways. We'll see how it all plays out. It's been a really fun journey so far. I'm really excited to see how it's going to go and grow from here. But it has been great, everybody. Hopefully you can catch things tonight. But T-Fusion, thank you so much for the tips. Like always, you've got my back. Valentin and Ingvar, so glad that you could catch the stream today. I was really excited for people to come in and see the little sneak preview of giveaway prize number 2. they'll just keep getting better, everybody. And we'll just keep growing up in the ranks here. But tonight we'll do the Cloudstrife giveaway. And I'll see you then tonight, everybody. Hopefully you all have a great day. I have to go to work. And be sure you catch the E3 event at 4:30 today. T was telling us about that last night. Definitely loads of excitement gonna go down there. I'll have to watch it late at 5 o'clock on my break. But hey, we will definitely talk about it tonight. And if you haven't seen it already, Square Enix and IGN have released a shit ton of breakdowns on the upcoming NT Dissidia characters, so be sure to check that out as well. We'll be talking about all kinds of things tonight, but take it easy, everybody. This is Tarnberry Disciple, and I'm out of here. Thanks for watching, everyone.